Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm live with you today. I'm just getting my iPad here to make sure that everything is good. So yes, today we are going to be creating this pretty card that uses the Blended Seasons stamp set. I am using the leaf here. And I'm going to be using the sentiment from the Detailed with Love, the Life is Sweeter sentiment from that. Hey Di, how are you? Thanks for joining me. So before we get started though, I just want to let you know that the bonus days are still going on. For every $60 you spend, you get a $6 coupon emailed to you from Stampin' Up. When you get your email, please print it out and keep it somewhere safe so you can redeem it in September, because you want to print it out because you don't want to run the risk of your computer crashing or losing it, because the holiday catalog comes out September 5th, and trust me, you are going to want to absolutely be using one of these coupons for purchasing from that. And also, if you like Halloween, I love Halloween and Halloween projects. Paper Pumpkin has a special kit coming up for September. It is a Halloween inspired kit that, hi Anne-Marie, thanks for stopping by. It's a Halloween kit that is going to have treat packaging for all those little ghosts and goblins that are going to be coming to your door. And if you're not into treat packaging, there will be some ideas to turn the projects that are in here into cards. Now, if you've never gotten a Paper Pumpkin subscription before and you don't know what it's like, mine literally arrived 15 minutes ago. FedEx was here. So it comes in a cute little box like this. Although the September one will be a fun black box with spider webs. And if it's your first time, you're going to get one of these clear D blocks to mount your stamps. And when you open it up, now this one here, because they're promoting this something spooky this way comes. So you have to subscribe by September 10th. So it comes wrapped in this pretty Tiffany blue tissue paper. You get the ink spot that you need to create the projects with. You get a photopolymer stamp set that you cannot get anywhere else. It is exclusive to the Paper Pumpkin kit. And this one is Blissful Blooms. So as you can see, I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm just going to take my paper snips here. And open this up. So it includes everything you need to create, just throw that on the floor. Everything you need to create the projects. So this is congratulations, thinking of you, sympathy. So it has your picture instructions on it so that it shows you step by step what to do. And it also has some stuff on the back that tells you what is all in it. So you get 10 cards in this one, 10 card bases, 10 envelopes, foil tags, baker's twine, dimensionals, adhesive dots. So you're just going to need to add some snail or some Tombow liquid glue. But these envelopes are gorgeous. Look at that. Very, very pretty. And I'm thinking this is, maybe this is Flirty Flamingo. I'm not sure. They also produce a video tutorial after everybody has received their kit. So if you're in Canada and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you work with, I would love the chance to earn your business. And you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by going to my blog, www.stampinwithmarcy.com, and click on the Paper Pumpkin icon on the sidebar, and that takes you to the sign up portion to get your monthly subscription. You can get 1 month, you can get 3 months, 6 months, or 12. And you can cancel, put it on hold. There's no fear for that. So these are absolutely gorgeous. I love the watercolor look of these flowers. So pretty. This is going to be fun to create with. And this is Granny Apple Green, I can tell, because that's the color cardstock I'm going to be using today. So let me just tuck this away. And that over there. And that over there. And my bonus days coupon. And I want to tell you as well that the Blended Seasons bundle, well, it's the Blended Seasons stamp set. That is, you get 2 packages of the stamps. There's quite a few in it. Covers all seasons. And the Stitched Seasons Framelits dies, they can be purchased as a bundle to save 10%. They are only available till the end of August, or while supplies last. And if you purchase that from me in my online store, I have teamed up with 2 fellow demonstrators, my sweet friend Jenny Hall from the United States and my sweet friend Cheryl Miller from Australia. We each have come together and created a tutorial that has 6 projects. It's got the PDF and video instructions to create this. So if you purchase this bundle from my online store, you will get this for free. Okay, so that is all of my little business spiel. So let's get to creating. Now I have, my stamp is already mounted and it's on my C block. Our blocks have the letter on the side so you know exactly what your block that you're using. And to create my circle for my wreath, it is so simple. So I have a piece of it's 4 inches by 4 inches Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to take one of my circles from my Layering Circles Framelits dies here, and I'm going to create my template here to stamp around. So I'm going to just place that what looks like the center of my cardstock, and I'm taking a mechanical pencil and I'm just going to hold that, and very, very lightly I'm going to draw a line all the way around the outside. So depending on what size of wreath you want as to which framelit you're going to use. So now that I've got my circle there, I'm going to come in with my Granny Apple Green ink pad. If you don't have any of our ink pads yet, the new ones, they are so wonderful. They stack so easily on your desktop. They open up super easy. They're not difficult like they used to be. I'm just clearing off Marshall hair. Even though I've locked him out of my office all morning and cleaned, I'm still finding Marshall hair everywhere. So then you just go in. I'm gonna have to stand here and stamp right over top of your line, just like that, and then ink it back up and come back in and angle your stamp so that you are meeting up with the other area. And depending on how big your circle is, as to how many times you're going to need to stamp this. So one more. Make sure that's inked up. There, I have my circle complete. And I'm going to close up my ink pad because I don't need that anymore at this point in time. So then I'm going to take my eraser and I'm just going to, because I know that this ink dries quickly, I'm just going to give a light rub over those pencil lines. Oh, one more spot right there. And as you can see, I no longer have my pencil line, yet I have my nice wreath. So then I'm going to come in with my Stampin' Blends, and I like to do the light color first. It's just a personal preference, and I'm finding I like the brush tip better for coloring as opposed to the nib tip end. So I'm just going to come in. So Diana, what are you coloring? Are you working on swaps or class stuff? So I got registered the other day for On Stage in November. This is Stampin' Up's big 30th anniversary celebration, so I really didn't want to miss it. And I even convinced my hubby Brad to come with me. Danielle, our daughter, was a little disappointed that I didn't ask her because it is in Orlando and I get to go to Center Stage. Center Stage is for Silver Elite level demonstrators and above, and Center Stage is at Epcot. We've got the entire day there. So Danielle loves her rides, so she wanted me to take her with me, but I said, sorry, this is Dad and I going, and then while I'm doing my Stampin' Up thing on the Thursday to the Saturday during the day, I know Brad will have no problems occupying himself going golfing or whatever he chooses. And I'm going to be able to visit with my Stampin' friends that I haven't seen in a while. I saw Diana back last year in June when I was down in Arizona. I got to spend some time with her. But I've made some new Stampin' friends, which is one of the wonderful things about Stampin' Up, that we all come together. We've got a shared interest, a shared passion and hobby. So it's really fun to get together at these events. Stampin' Up really knows how to throw a party, and this year I'm super excited. We've got logo wear. So of course I had to order some logo wear. Sadly, though, we don't get it until we arrive. I was kind of hoping that they would ship it out to us. But no such luck. Registration says that we get it at check-in. So I guess I just have to have some patience and wait for that. And if you haven't got the Stampin' Blends yet, oh my goodness, you really do need to get some. These are fabulous. I love coloring with them. So I'm just going to come in with my nub end and just here and there go along that vein in the leaf. I'm doing just a rather quick job here because I know you're not going to want to sit and watch me coloring. And if you're local, I have my holiday catalog open house on the 28th of August coming up. I'm going to have lots of holiday catalog samples, and I'm going to have my September classes on display and sign-up sheets out, and I'm also going to be having a ordering special. I am still working very hard to earn grease. I am 3/4 of the way there, so I'm running out of time. So I am having an ordering special that that night, so people who come and pre-order from the holiday catalog will have a nice surprise. So if you're local to the area, please stop by. It's in between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and I'm going to have a few door prizes as well as my samples, and I'm going to have beverages and snacks while you so you can munch away while you're looking and chatting with everybody. I haven't done an open house for a couple of years now, so I'm looking forward to doing this one. I've been creating up a storm. I have a class for the end of September planned using the Signs of Santa stamp set and the First Frost, I think it's called, or Frosted Floral. I can't remember. Seeing as I've only had the products a week, I haven't familiarized myself with all of the names. So that will be on my to-do list, is to get those names down pat so that when I'm talking to you, I know exactly what I'm saying. So I'm just going over those dark lines to blend that dark in with the light so that it's more like just a shadow. So if you would please share my video, give me a like and share my video with your friends. I truly would appreciate that. It's how I gain new customers, new followers, new team members. Last month, my team and I added 8 new members with that special. So that was fabulous. We love to add new family members to our Sassy Stampers group. We had our potluck social this past Monday night. That was fun. There was 10 people able to join us, and then we did a live so that the not local gals could join in. Okay, so my wreath is now colored. So what I'm going to do next is the Life is Sweeter. I don't want these dots on the side here. So I'm just going to take some washi tape, and once I find, oh, there it is. I'm going to take some washi tape, and I'm going to cover those dots up. And I use my grid paper to make sure my stamp, because my block is clear, so I use my grid paper to make sure that my stamp is as straight as possible. And I can see that, because if I line up the edge of my block and then look at how my letters are falling on the lines of the grid paper, I can tell how straight it is. So I'm going to come in with my Memento. This is the black I prefer to use unless I am watercoloring with my ink pads, re-inkers, and pencil crayons. So I can see that I've covered that sufficiently. So I'm just going to peel off my washi tape here without getting the black ink all over my hands. That's a very important step. Don't forget, when you're masking off, you need to remove the washi tape. Otherwise, you're going to have this big, gross black splat in the on the sides there, and you don't want that. So I think I want my wreath to go like this, so that I've got these tails here like that. And then I'm just going to stamp that, making sure that the top of my block is fairly straight, eyeballing it. Stamp down. And there we go for that part. And then I'm going to take my, I've got some basic black and my Granny Apple Green. Now, as always, I will be posting this on my blog on Saturday, and the video will be here. It will also be on my YouTube channel and on my blog on Saturday. And I will have all of the directions and the products listed with the links there for easy shopping in my online store, and so that you can recreate yourself at home. So I'm just bringing in my silicone mat here. I always use my silicone mat to have down on the base so that I don't get sticky glue everywhere. Last night I had my memory keeping club, and it was nice that everybody, with summer holidays, it's been hit and miss for everybody to be joining us, but last night everybody was there. It was great. We did a beach themed layout, and the girls requested that next month can we do a Halloween. So I said, of course, because I have some fabulous new Halloween products. So that's going to be fun to create with. Thanks, Anne-Marie. I really appreciate that. I am literally $3,000 away in sales from getting on that cruise ship to Greece with Brad next summer for our 30th wedding anniversary. So I do appreciate you sharing my video, because you just never know who's going to be watching. could be my next customer, which would be fabulous, or a team member, or they could have a family member that is in Canada. You never know. So I have ahead of time did a double bow with the silver and white baker's twine, and I've just snipped off the ends there. Now I don't want it to cover my sentiment, so I'm just pulling it down just a bit. And then I'm going to bring in some of my rhinestones and my pokey doodle here. And I'm just going to add and see where these little stems have, the ends of them have not blended in. You just put a couple rhinestones there to mask that, to pretty it up. And I think right here. So what do you think? How easy was that to create that wreath on the front using your framelits? You could do it any shape you want. Pretty easy. You could do a square, you could do an oval, whichever framelits you have, you could easily do that. So I want to also, before, I can't say that this is finished until I do the inside. So I've got another little piece of my Whisper white cardstock here. I'm gonna, well, thank you. Yes, I am lucky. I'm a very, very lucky person, and I am so blessed with all the wonderful people in my life. Okay, so then I'm just going to stamp there and close that up again, move that to the side, and bring in my light granny apple green. And even though there's just a bit showing there, I still want to color that in. And then bring in my dark, and just here and there, no rhyme or reason, just adding a little, and then coming back to blend that out. And as you can see, I did the leaves in the granny apple green, the outline, because of the type of ink that our ink pads are. You can totally use them so that you're not having a harsh black line. You can use any color you want. Okay, let's get that glued inside. Now I've got ink there, so I'm going to take my chamois, my Simply Chamois. Oh my goodness, I love this thing. And wipe that off, and then just flip, because I don't want to get my card all wet. Open that up. And put that down. Just like that. And I like liquid glue because it gives me a few seconds more of wiggle room to get that position just right. So there you have it. There is my sample, and here is the card that I created with you today. Easy peasy, really pretty. I like to show that you don't have to have tons of layers, and it doesn't have to be a very detailed card to be pretty. You can create beautiful, simple cards yourself without all kinds of extra stuff. I mean, I do like to do those in-depth cards that have lots of layers and techniques. I really do enjoy doing that, but I want to show you guys that it is easy to create something a little simpler if you're under the gun for timing or anything like that. So that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. And remember to share my my video, give my page a like, comment. I love to hear from you. And if you're in Canada and shopping with me, please use my host code unless you are placing a $200 order or more. Then don't use the host code. I will still send you a thank you gift for shopping with me. But if it's under $199, please use the host code. It allows me to get gifts and send them out to you with the thank you cards that I send to everybody that shops with me. So thanks so much. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you next week. Bye.